Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this battle report. You are not seeing me in the beginning of this because I don't have any makeup on, as well as not, I have pajamas on. So I don't really want to be seen too much in the beginning of this battle report, so I do apologize about it. But we do have a white sitting over there. Look at him. Kind of looks like an emo, what is it? Where's Waldo?
I'll beat you up.
So we have 1,500 points of Adeptus sororitas with their aircrafts versus Slaanesh demons with Chaos Space Marine allies, I believe. Yes? The Marine ally. We are playing the Scouring in Eternal War mission from the main rulebook with the table quarters as our deployment. So let's take a look at this map and some interesting details about it and then get to the armies. So, welcome back to Firekoth as the battle rages across the planet as Slaanesh forces push into the planet. The Imperial Defenders, the Aeronautica, is here to fight them off, as well as the Sisters of Battle, once again doing a crusade down to the planet to try to purify it. Or at least take back this town. Or city. So, we have a building over here with the Sky Shield landing pad on it. This is not the actual Sky Shield, it's just a landing pad, which has Objective 2 on it because it is important. Then we have a Habitational Center, which is Objective 1. Over here we have the main facility, the Arbites Quarters, which conveniently has a ramen shop attached to it because, I mean...
Arbites gotta eat.
Arbites gotta eat. I was going to make a joke about pigs here, but I felt that that was in bad taste.
And you can't put that to ramen.
So we have Objective 5 there in the Arbites Quarters. John, what is that actually called, the main Arbites building?
Oh, isn't it like
John?
Watch.
John, what is the Arbites building called?
The Precinct Fortress?
Yeah, Precinct Fortress. Over here in their armory itself, and this is connected directly to here, is Objective 6. Then, over on the other side, in another habitational block, we have Objective 5. Then in the ore refinery, we have Objective 4. So, special rules for this mission, or special rules for the terrain itself, just so we can explain this. If you are on or touching the terrain, you do get cover save. The open buildings on the top that do not have a guardrail next to it or something actually blocking you do not provide cover. So, within 2 inches of the barricades will give you cover unless you are monstrous. The Sky Shield will give you cover because of all the barriers around it. Same with the stuff over here except for this open area. Same with this. This will provide you with cover. That up there will as well. And all of that will. Everything is just a +1 cover. And now let's get to deployment. So, 1,500 points of Sisters of Battle with Astra Militarum Ally. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why I did an Astra Militarum Ally. Well, it's because the Sisters of Battle lost the Avenger Strike Fighter for absolutely no reason this edition. But let's go over these really quickly. They have the big Burt gun. They have the las cannons. They have 2 missile launchers apiece, and all of them are the same. I love these things. They're not good, but my god, are they cool looking. Going over the sisters, we have a battalion detachment. We have St. Junith. We have St. Celestine. We have a Hospitaller holding her sister. We have an Imagifier with the tail of the warrior and stoic. She has the ability to take 2 tails, so I spent a command point there. I technically don't have a warlord for this army.
What?
So I guess it's going to be Celestine. Over here we have a squad of 15 sisters with 2 melta guns and a hand flamer in this one. A Simulacrum Imperialis as well. In this unit of 10 we have the Simulacrum Imperialis, 2 melta guns, and a combi flamer, chainswords on both the sister superiors. Over here we have 2 melta guns, combi flamer, chainsword, sisters with bolt guns, and a Simulacrum Imperialis, and then 9 Repentia. And that is 1,500 points. So, 1,260 points.
68 points, but yes.
1,268.
Alright, so first we have a battalion detachment of Slaanesh demons. We got a Keeper's Secrets with the Witstealer sword in Sinister's hand. We have the Contorted Epitome, and then we have 3 squads of 10 demonettes, 2 squads of 3 fiends, and a single squad of 5 seekers, and I did buy the instrument this time. And then, relic-wise, I've spent the command points to give the Keeper the Mark of Excess, which gives her an extra attack. You can get more by killing characters. Gave the gem to the Contorted Epitome, and then we have a battalion of Chaos Space Marine Word Bearers. First we have the Demon Prince, which is the Warlord with the Exalted Possession Warlord trait and the Intoxicating Elixir Relic, and that's Marcus Slaanesh. We have 3...
He has Malefic Talons, right?
Yeah, Malefic Talons, not the Sword. And 3 squads of Cultists, each with Marcus Slaanesh. One has a Heavy Stubber. Then we got Dark Disciples and a Dark Apostle with the Mark of Khorne. And I spent a command point to give them 3 litanies.
Okay.
And litany-wise, he has Omen of Potency, Illusory Supplication, and Wrathful Entreaty, while the Demon Prince has Diabolic Strength. The Keeper of Secrets has Delightful Agonies and Hysterical Frenzy, and the Contorted Epitome has Symphony of Pain and Pepane of Slaanesh.
Wow. You did that pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Alright. So, let's get this deployed and fight it out. So, end of deployment, we have a Battle Sister squad here, some Repentia back here, the 2 Saints, the Banner, and the Hospitaller. We have the 3 planes. We have a John sitting on my couch where he made a mess of 40k stuff. Anyway, we have the Battle Sisters up here, we have Battle Sisters here, and across we have Demons. We have the Keeper Secret right up front, the 2 Fiends right there. Seekers that are going to charge up forward. They're going to be pretty deadly. We have the Demon Prince, which is probably the only thing that can get on top of these buildings that even assault these things right now.
Right now.
You still have about 200...
272.
272 in
Or is it
reserve.
232? 232.
Okay, 232 in...
Just that free to
free
use.
points for summoning. Alright. So, with that, we also have a unit all the way in the back for...
Sitting on objectives.
Yep. So, the roll off to see who goes first. I finished deploying first, so I get +1. I have a 4. You have a 2. Do you seize?
Of course.
You do not.
Complete opposite of season.
Yep.
You get 2 turns.
2 first turns. Here we go. So, Miracle Dice for the turn. We get a 3.
Compiler, which lets them start with 2 mutations from the Chaos Boon table. You reroll Demon Prince or Chaos Spawn, though.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, I can't start with the Chaos Spawn. That makes me sad.
Shame. Rolling for it.
Alright, so
Let's roll it in here.
The Apostle with the Book of the Reviler gets to start with 2 mutations from the Chaos Boon table. The first one is... Let's see, that's 10. That's the crystalline body. His toughness goes up by 1. He's now T5.
Okay.
And his next mutation is 5. That's strength of the berserker. His strength is now 5.
Damn, he just got really good.
Yeah, he has got +1 strength and toughness thanks to a book.
Reading is bad, kids. Acquire rabies. That's a Darkest Dungeon joke.
You read a book to acquire rabies.
So, Celestine has the Bacon of Faith. So she actually generates one as well. And we get a 4 out of that. So we started off with a 3 and a 4.
Alright,
You did get a chant off?
Yeah, the Dark Pulse's prayer went off, so now his disciples and the cultists next to him have a 5-up invul, because they're the legion units within 6 inches, and the Demon Prince already has an invul.
Alright. Okay, so I'm trying to be safe as possible. I'm not going to move this unit to keep it out of 28 inches, which is more than likely the furthest distance that thing can go. These girls are going to stay stationary. These girls moved up and around. The airplanes turned and moved that way. Aaron looked in contemplation. So now we're going to go into Psychic Phase. Alright, that's it for Psychic Phase. Now we're going to go into Shooting Phase. So the first Avenger Strike Fighter is putting all of its firepower into the Keeper of Secrets because, golly gee willikers, who would have guessed? So 2 missiles hitting on 4s because ballistic skill 3+, -1 for... I know, right? -1 for moving, so hitting on 4s. It's 2 hits. Strength 8, toughness of the demon.
7.
3s. That's 1 wound. AP minus, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't make it. What's the damage?
D6 damage. That is 1. I'm going to... Do I want to command point that? Yeah, I'm going to command point it. To 5.
Alright, that brings us down to 11 wounds.
So I'm down to 7 command points. Now the 2 laser cannons, or laze cannons, because it would be laze instead of las, but everybody says las because it sounds better.
Lazy cannons.
Lazy cannons hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3. No wound. So it's actually a good thing that I did that. Second jet, same thing. The purple is the last cannon. That is going to be 3 hits. Did you want to warp surge at any point?
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. Spending 2 command points, you're down to...
6.
Down to 6. Okay. Wounding on 3s. Triple wound. 4-up saves. It doesn't matter how you do these because they're all D6. It's going to be 2 going through. 2d6 damage. And that is 4 damage.
Alrighty.
And then the last jet is going to do the exact same thing. That is going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. And then we have the Burt guns to do. So it's D6. That's 6 wounds.
Okay, so let's see, that's...
So, first Burt cannon from that. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves. 1 goes through. End of movement phase. Demon Prince moved onto here, which is a really good spot because I can't see it. So it can actually charge up there at its leisure. Fiends moved up. The Contorted Epitome moved up. Everything ran over here as crazy fast as possible.
Seekers back here?
Oh, there are Seekers back there. They can't assault the airplanes, but they can run around.
Yeah.
He looks like he's dancing in the middle of a bunch of cultists.
Yeah. Also, these got on this objective.
Alrighty. And everything else moved up, so now we're going into Psychic Phase.
Alright, first the Demon Prince is going to put Diabolic Strength on himself.
That's the Demon Prince?
Yep, goes up on a 6.
What do we got? We got a 7.
So
I'm going to spend a command point and attempt to negate that on a 4+. Isaac, I'm putting a lot of faith into you. Negate this. Hey, you did it, Isaac. I believed in you. So, that is negated. So with that is negated.
Alright, what did I... Okay, so Has to be visible, has to be... So...
Yeah, so you can't smite me because I'm invisible to you.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of smite, but yeah.
Alright.
So, first up, I'm going to do... The controller is going to do Symphony of Pain against that sister squad.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, goes off on a 6.
That is an 8, so
yep,
that is
that
good.
imposes a -1 to hit for them.
Okay, so we'll put this 1 next to them. Simon says that they get a -1.
Alright, and then on the same sister squad, I'm going to do Paving of Slaanesh.
Okay. Pelvis of Slaanesh.
Goes off on... It needed 6, well 5 for the controller pinning, but gets 8. So I roll a d6 for each one. For each 6, they suffer a mortal wound.
Alright, there's 15 in this squad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, this might hurt. Quite a bit.
Oh.
And the dice went everywhere. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go.
Alright, where's that dice tray? There it is. I'll just...
Yeah. And perfect.
Alright. That's 1, 2.
Just 2?
Yep, just 2.
Okay.
2 mortal wounds.
So 2 sisters do die, and we're going to take these. And this one.
That's good.
And with that, we end the psychic phase because he can't smite because he can't see anything. And we go into the assault phase.
Yeah, because he can't see anything to shoot at.
Yep. And he's going to charge into the sisters, right?
He advanced so he can shoot his pistol, so yeah, we'll get to charge phase. And yeah, so Demon Prince is going to charge into this gaggle of sisters.
That's a parliament of sisters, I'll have you know.
Okay, a massacre of sisters.
A massacre of sisters. No, it looks like you need
at
least...
A martyrdom of sisters.
A martyrdom. I like it.
Okay. Wait, how long he's flying, so...
So it's actually only 2-3 inches over.
So...
Okay. So he makes it.
So...
With that, he's going to pop up to here.
Wow. And then... I want to...
So they're at a 12... They're just in 12 inches, but White elected not to charge with them. Because there is a chance that I just kill him with the Overwatch. Or at least deal a hit with the Meltagun, which can kill one of them. So we just have the Demon Prince fighting the sisters.
Alright, he's got to calculate. Yeah.
So Demon Prince has 10 strength, 10 attacks. Why does he have so many attacks?
Well, okay, so... by default he has 4. He gets 3 more because he's using Malefic Talon, so that's 7. Plus 1 for Hateful Assault, that makes it 8. Plus 1 for Intoxicating Elixir, that makes it 9. Plus 1 for Exalted Possession, that makes it 10. Now his strength starts at 7. It gets plus 1 because of the contorted epitome over there, so it's 8. Plus 1 for Exalted Possession is 9. Plus 1 for Intoxicating Elixir equals 10.
Holy cow. Start of the battle round. Prayers. He gets it.
Alright, Illusory Supplication, and also...
And I'm going to go ahead and roll my 2 miracle dice. I'm going to get a 5 and a 4. So we're going to remember these this time.
And just in case, I'm also going to do Omen of Potency for him, because he can chant 2 prayers because he's a Dark Apostle of the Dark Council.
It's also because he's dancing in the middle of cultists.
Alright, so there.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Okay, so now he gets 3 extra attacks and AP -4 for the rest of the round.
Nice. Ended the movement phase. The Avenger Strike Fighters turned, banked, and flew this way, making sure that this one was close enough to the contorted epitome. This one is into the Fiends here. These sisters moved up and over while this one moved up to get to this Demon Prince. These sisters over here retreated. The Hospitaller ran up and resurrected the Simulacrum Imperialis. These Repentia moved up, the Magifier moved up, and this sister squad moved up. Junith and Celestine moved up. And now, we go into shooting phase on turn 2.
This might be the last shooting phase.
So we're going to pop Holy Trinity right here, dropping ourselves down to 5 command points. And we're going to shoot the thing with a flamer and 2 meltaguns as well as a bunch of bolters into it.
Alright.
We're going to use an Act of Faith to guarantee that we can hit with the meltagun. And then we're going to use the Simulacrum Imperialis to do nothing because I did this wrong. I did it wrong. Anyway,
Damn it, you play.
We're actually going to use that 3 to guarantee the hit. Okay. And then we're going to roll to hit with the meltagun. So the second meltagun is going to be a hit. And now we have 2 meltaguns into him. which are both going to wound. They were wounding on 2s.
Wait,
so
how many?
2 saves so far.
Alright, 5 up and full.
Pew, pew. 1 goes through.
How much damage does the melt gun?
D6, but it's 2d6. Pick the highest right now.
I'm gonna spend a command. Oh, I know what it's called. I'm gonna spend a command point to use hexagrammatic words. This invul save turns into a 6, but I cannot do that for him again for the rest of the game.
Ooh, okay. So now the combi flamer into him. It's gonna be 2 shots. Wounding on 5s becomes 4s because of the Holy Trinity.
All right. How much?
So 1 wound, and it's a normal save. So he takes a wound.
All right, 1 wound.
So from that we have 7 wounds.
That's
Nurgle
kill him.
demands. This might drop him. On 3s, he takes 1 extra wound.
Oh, okay. So
Down 2 wounds.
so used to the invul save.
So now the Burt gun. So we're going to do the 4 big guns into the Demon Prince. We're going to do the Stubber into these guys and the Burt gun into them.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Ah, gotcha.
It's big.
Yeah.
So 8 shots hitting on 4s. And this missed quite a bit. Actually, it only hit once. There's the accuracy. And no wounds.
1 wound?
No wounds.
Oh, no.
The defense stubber, hitting on 4s. It's 2 hits. 1 wound. Okay, just normal save. So 5 up. And that is a fail. So one of them is down to 1 wound.
Yep.
2 las cannons, 2 missiles from this thing into that guy.
What the crap?
The purple is going to be the las cannons, hitting on 4s. That is going to be no hits.
Ha.
Oh, that is so much worse than the last one. This one's going to put its Burt gun into them. The defense stubber into them. The las cannons into this. And do I want to put the missile launchers into it as well? I want to guarantee. End of movement phase. These guys moved up over here. The Demon Prince jumped down over to here to deal with Celestine. The Demonettes moved up. All of that moved except the...
Dark Apostle and his gaggled.
Yeah.
And those guys moved to deal.
Yep. But the Dark Apostle stood still.
Correct.
Demonettes moved up on top of the building, and now you're doing summoning.
Mm-hmm. So, but first, before we get to summoning, I am spending 2 command points on 2 specific stratagems. Dark Pact and Soul Sacrifice. Oh wait, that's 2 command points. That's 3 command points total.
Okay, so how many command points are you at?
That'll bring me down to 2.
Okay.
So, Dark Pact makes it so when I'm attempting to summon demons, I can reroll any of the dice and I won't take any mortal wounds from doubles or triples. Well, Soul Sacrifice means I suffer D3 mortal wounds. That's 1 mortal wound. And I get to roll a 4th dice.
Ooh. Ooh, what are you going for?
Oh, you'll see. Because I don't have to pick until I get the roll. So, hold on, let me still this up. So that's 10, is 12 enough? Rerolling the 2s. So that's 16, 17, exactly what I need.
So,
I need to measure it out though.
17 summons, apparently summons Umbra. It's our first battle,
Knocks, knocks.
and I have to kill her.
Knocks, knocks, open up the door, it's real.
I mean, does it have wings?
Yeah, it's a bloodthirster.
Oh,
They can fly.
my plane suddenly just, Hey, so, you know there's that virus going around, right? I think we have to cancel all flights.
Oh, and guess what? Since Dark Apostle did Soul Sacrifice, if that is within 6 inches of him, it re-rolls hit rolls of 1.
Okay, but it's not within 6 inches of it.
Not yet.
Oh, you're gonna go for that charge.
Yeah, I gotta go for that charge. But first it's sidekick phase, so Demon... She only has toughness 3, right?
Yeah, she's only toughness
Okay,
3.
smite.
Needing a 5?
That's 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
D3 mortal.
That is gonna be 2.
2.
So she's down to 4.
So that guy is gone.
Okay, so down to 6.
Alright, now that's Now for shooting phase, because he does have his Warp Bolter.
Shooting into Celestine.
Yeah, let me just get the stats on it. On 2s, rerolling 1s.
It's 2 hits.
2 hits. Strength 4, T3.
Wounding on 3s.
3 up.
That is 1 wound.
1 wound.
3 up save. She makes it.
Alright. Spending a command point to use Demon Shell on the Dark Apostle, so he'll fire 1 shot. If it hits, D3 mortal wounds. If it misses, he takes D3 mortal wounds.
So -1 to hit, because I'm an airplane.
Alright, so hitting on 3s.
Okay. That's a command point.
Yeah, that's a command point, so...
Out of command points. Re-rolling it.
One wound.
Okay. So he is going to kill himself, apparently.
And the lore thought is that the bullet misses, gets hungry, and flies back at him. Angry bullet.
Alright.
Only time I've used that strategy.
So, all of the cultists put all of their shots into an airplane. Did nothing.
And I need to specify that this is a Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage.
Yeah, it sounds about right for Umbra.
There are 4 different Bloodthirsters in here.
Yeah, it sounds right for Umbra.
I could have summoned her as Scarbrand, by the way, but I didn't.
So now we go into charge o'clock.
Boop. Boop.
Oh, that's a lot of shots. Alright. Last cannons are orange. Looking for those 6s. Nothing. You make both your prayers. I get 2 of these. So I get a 4 and a 5. I'm going to remember to use these now. Ended the movement phase. These women moved up. And we revived 1 sister from that unit. The Hospitaller moved up. And that's how we revive somebody. These girls moved up to get everything in range of Holy Trinity there. These sisters moved up. The Omegafire moved up. The Repentia moved up to deal with this Demon Prince.
Oh dear.
Junith flew away from the Demon Prince, not seeing it as worth her time. Celestine, after being revived, jumped over. The 2 planes turned and flew over this way. So now we go into shooting phase. So we're going to pop a command point right here, drop down to 4, and use Holy Trinity from this unit into Umbra Nox. So we're going to go ahead and spend a faith point to automatically score a hit with the Melt-A-Gun. And then we're going to roll to hit with the Melt-A-Gun, needing a 2, because we're remembering that we're a Martyred Lady. Then we have the Flamethrower, which is going to get 2 shots and deal 1 wound. Okay.
What's the AP?
I'm going to get to all of that, but I want to do the Melt-A-Guns first. And that is going to be 1 wound and no reroll. Okay, so that's fine. So it's 1 wound with Melt-A-Gun at AP -4.
Alright, so that's going to be the 5 up.
No, so D6 damage. Come on, Pablo. Bring Umbra down. 2 wounds.
Alright.
Do I faith point it? How many wounds do they have?
16 total.
I'm gonna keep it for now. Okay, so now 1 normal wound with a Flamethrower.
Alright, so 3 up.
No, that's a wound.
Alright.
And now these bolters are hitting on a 3 up because they're the combi part of the bolter in rapid fire range.
Gotcha.
They would be hitting on a 2 normally, but -1.
Alright, some more profiles.
So missing a hit. And then this is wounding on normally a 5, now to a 4. So that is a wound with 1 bolt gun.
Alright, any AP?
Now it's a bolt gun.
Okay.
That's a wound.
Alright.
And now the rest of the bolters are going to shoot into it, hitting on 2s. So we got 5 wounds into it, 5 3-up saves. And it's perfectly fine.
Make all of them.
So now we have this unit firing pretty much everything into it. So we got 6 shots with bolt guns. These are hitting on 2s. That is going to be all hits. These are wounding on 5s. That is going to be 1 wound, 1 3-up save.
Doesn't make it.
That's a wound. And then we're going to use a Miracle Dice because it's Simulacrum Imperialis. We're going to use this 4. And we're going to auto hit one of the Melt-A-Guns. And we're going to shoot with the other multi-gun. And you know what? Pablo's here. Pablo never fails me. Pablo loves me. Thank you, Pablo. And then both of these are going to wound on 3s. See, Isaac heard 2 and he's like, I can roll low? I'm going to disappoint you, Alexis. 1 save. 5 up.
Does it make it?
D6 damage. That is 5 damage.
Alright. So that brackets her. Which does lower the weapon skill.
Next up, we're going to have this thing shoot into it. We're going to put the missile launchers and las cannons into it. The Burt gun into... Where do I throw the Burt gun? There's dudes right there. I don't want to throw the Burt gun into them. I'm going to throw it into the Demonettes.
Which ones?
These ones.
Okay.
And same with the defense gun. Okay, so... So, end of movement phase. Demonettes moved across the bridge. These guys moved over because, yes. Over here, these guys, along with Dancing Dude, moved up and over. And those guys stood still. So now we go into Psychic phase.
Okay, Psychic phase.
Alright, done with Psychic phase.
Now for Shooting phase. Wait, can they shoot Celestine?
Yeah, she's the closest.
Alright, they're shooting to Celestine.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
That is not a lot of hits.
Alright, Strength 3.
Wounding on 4s.
That's 2 wounds and no AP, I think.
2 ups. She makes it with a 3 and a 4.
Alright. Alright, Dark Apostle's gonna use his bolt pistol. Hitting on...
Doesn't want to throw a grenade instead?
Oh, I forgot all about grenades.
Yeah, throw a frag grenade. Strength 3, but D6 shots.
Yeah, might as well. Okay, so throwing a fire grenade.
It's 4 shots. Hitting on 2s, I believe.
Yeah. Well, no, hitting on 3s. His weapon skill is 2, his weapon skill is only 3, though.
Gotcha.
Alright.
And wounding on 4s. That is 2.
No AP.
2 ups. Makes it.
Alright.
So end of shooting phase. Those guys shot into the plane, did nothing. These guys ran, so nothing happened over there. Now we go into charge phase.
Alright. So first, the cultists are going to charge Celestine.
Alright, D6 from our flamer. It's going to be 5. On 3s, that's going to be 3. Okay. AP minus 1.
5 up invul. 2
die. Blah. Okay.
Alright. It's 4-inch charge.
They make it?
8-inch, so I'm gonna...
You might want to scoot back just a little bit.
Okay.
Otherwise, Junith is going to get in there.
Gotcha. Alright. Now, next, Dark Disciples to countercharge into Celestine.
I want to clear some room for him.
Well, I thought if you're close enough to an infantry model, it's fighting
Nope.
something.
You actually have to touch her base to fight with a different unit.
Oh, with a different unit. Okay,
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, in that case...
Well, not touch the base, but be within 1 inch.
In that case, Dark Apostle's charging first.
Yep.
What does he need?
Should be like 3-4 inches, 4 inches. Okay, don't roll double ones. He makes it.
Alright. And then these two are literally charging just so they can catch up.
Okay. And they're going to move. They actually failed the charge.
Oh yeah, so they're just going to chill there for a bit.
Alright.
Which means they don't benefit from the character roll right now because they're not close enough to him.
Overwatch over here killed 4 of them.
4 inches.
Now they need a 4-inch charge.
5
They
inch.
make it. Boop. Boop. And boop.
Eating on 2s.
7 attacks from the Dark Apostle into Celestine, hitting on 2s.
That is 6 hits. And this is okay. This is going to be strength 6 total. So wounding
Wounding on
2s.
2s.
And
that is all but 2.
That's 4 wounds with AP -4.
Okay, so 4 up invo. You know what? We're going to use one of our faiths to automatically pass that. And then we're going to... So, faith for the turn. We get a 6 and a 1. End of movement phase. These sisters moved up. The Imagifier ran up. The Sister Repentia moved up. Celestine stayed in combat. Junith flew up to deal with those 2 little guys. These sisters stood still because that thing is a jerk. The Hospitaller is going to stay still. I like where she is right now. The planes turned and moved forward, except that one turned that way. And with that, we go into shooting phase. So both of them are going to put the Burt guns into things. I think the first one, we're going to do this one first. It's going to put its Burt gun into this, as well as its defense stubber. It's going to put its missile launchers into them as well. And its 2 las cannons into these girls. So 2 las cannons sitting on 4s. No hits. So this plane reduced that squad down to 4. The next one is going to put 2 frag missiles into there. Actually, it's going to put 2 frag missiles into them. It's going to put everything into them.
Oh dear.
So that one reduced that squad down to 1 lady. And now we still have a couple more shots to do. So we're going to do this squad into them. So over here, the sister squad wiped out that unit. Now Junith is going to shoot into the 2 little guys. She's going to get 7, 4, 6, and 7. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 5 wounds. AP -1. 5 up save.
No, like survival goes up to 6 because AP.
Okay, 6 up save. It was 5 saves.
Oh, 5 saves?
So 3 more.
So they die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then this unit is going to shoot into the Demonettes. So all of them just wipe that unit down to 1. There's 1 cultist there. There's a few cultists here. Celestine's going to swing at them though. Actually, they're going to charge also. They make it. Celestine is going to swing. She has 6 attacks. She rolled 3 ones. She's not going to wipe the unit. That's funny. That is 3 dead.
Alright.
Oh, and those Repentia are going to charge. They make it with an 11. So at this point, it is 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to call it.
Yeah.
I am surprised. I did not expect the Avengers to do as much as they did. They kind of came out of absolutely nowhere, and they did quite a bit.
I'm making a down list. Avengers are terrible. I'm the X's and I'm a butt.
They are terrible. I actually, okay, in all fairness, I thought that they had a 4-up ballistic skill. So I thought it was a 5-up. So I was like, yeah, these are bad. And then they were like, no, Alexis, we're actually really good. Check it. And I was like, oh, you're right. You're right.
Whoops.
At least I killed one.
Yep.
You chop one out.
You killed 2 units. Yee. Anyway, guys, this battle was a little bit one-sided, but that's the way the dice get rolled every now and then. You never know what's going to happen. One day you can have a grot beating a demon prince. The next day you can have a demon prince beating the hell out of your entire army. It's just what happens. Roll some dice. Have some fun. If you guys enjoyed this battle report, please check out all the links in the description down below. There you can follow me on all sorts of social media, including Facebook, Patreon, YouTube, obviously, Instagram, Twitter. Check out my Patreon. It goes a long way to help supporting the channel. It really, 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 really does help.
Especially during now.
Yeah. All the terrain was supplied